As you can see, many of our farm products are.
Everybody is running away. As you can see, everybody, but Nigeria is not at war. A country where traditional rulers say they use student visa to Japa in this under call. But this is what I wanted to say before that video, right? You know, normally people will say if the president of the country is a Yoruba man, all these things can never be happening. Like, you get what I mean? Just like some people said during Egbere Jolantan's time that if Bokwari was the president of Nigeria as a former general with experience, there is no way Nigeria would ever fall into the hands of terrorists. 10 years after that. Oh, so here is my other one. Let's assume that there are some people who believe that they are untouchable. For some reason, they believe that. And Tipnumbu is the president, right? Who knows that everything will stop, all the buck will stop on his table. And he has the power to stop people who want to destroy his government, give his government a terrible name, kill Nigerians. Don't you think the right thing to do is to stop them, whatever it's going to take? Do you really think they should be placated? And if people are compromising the fight, like you don't expect Tinubu to go and carry gun. No. But he's actually the guy who have the last, the last say, the final say. Do you get what I mean? And then you are there, you're seeing all these killings, you are hearing about all this stuff. And as some people are telling you that, no, they are doing well. Do you not see the children that are just rescued from kidnappers? Do you not see, you know what I mean? Like, but you yourself get to see all this stuff, even if they're hiding them from you. But there's no way, with all these killings and all that, there's no way they will ever slip off you before he became your president. He himself saw these killings. So if there are people who are trying to destroy his government, because they are going to use that very soon, they're going to tell you that some people are doing all of this because of 2027. Are you with me? Some people are pushing these terrorists, compromising the security agents from doing their job, right? And then the intel they have is that those who are doing it because of 2027, so that if nobody will look bad. What do you think is the right thing to do? To let it fester, right? To pretend that you are doing something and give no shit about whatever anybody says or whatever anybody feels. So I think Tifnumbu probably went for the letter. Yeah, like, at least we are doing something. And as we are watching this Oke-Ode is not far from Oyo. Oyo itself, the northern part of Oyo State. This is Kwara South. It's not far from Ogbomosho, Oyo, you get. Meanwhile, Oyo itself, where they have the, government kind of like reserve the farm settlement, yeah? The entire farm settlement itself is suffering from these marauders, these invaders, these terrorists. They are suffering too. So how long do you think it's going to take before they connect and the entire axis becomes theirs? And then Ibadan. And then Abeokuta. Or maybe Lagos. Because they are not bringing new people. They are just connecting the territories that have now become easy peasy for them. For now, it is Oke-Ode and the surrounding communities who are suffering it so bleedingly right now. The story will be somewhere else tomorrow. And of course, the reaction is what the hell? What is kiniko and all of that stuff? And it's just for a day or two. Because while you are still trying to process this one, you're going to wake up tomorrow to another news, completely shattering. And before you know it, your emotional intelligence and what have you that you are using to handle that one will become dissipated, right? Slowly, because you have to channel some to another one and then another one until it drains you and then it numbs you to the point that you just hear them, you don't even know how you feel. And there are many, many of you like that. You have read so many, you have seen so many of these bloody killings that nothing happened to the killers. You have seen these horrible, horrible attacks, and you've seen that nothing happened. You have been so angry. Then you have become so kind of like a sober and apologetic. Then it got to a stage probably you have become almost numb now. Programs like Maiyegun's Diary Political is the one that probably still manages to raise your brows for a few seconds. No, don't mind them, Jare. If all of them now, they will still go and collect Gary, go and collect this or that. Some of you don't even understand the psychological, sort of like a psychological, I'm trying to phrase a word, right? I mean, a sentence that will kind of make sense. Because what I'm trying to say is that you may not even just understand the level of psychological defeat, right? That these horrible, horrible things, all these killings that we have witnessed, especially in the last 10 to 12 years. Right now, many of us are comfortable blaming the victims too. You get what I mean? Oh, you're like, oh my God, they killed how many people? Oh, they killed 15 people. Honestly speaking, that country, but these people say you can't really pity them. Do you see that switch from, oh, again? Oh my God. Oh, can you imagine? This government is evil. God punish them. So it's just that you cannot really pity these people, self. Because all of them, now them they do this CP, now them they vote. You switch like that because you have seen so much. And to you, it's like people can't be going through all of this and not implode. Like, how come the politicians are so comfortable? It's because the people have become so indifferent, so numb, because what they are throwing at them every day to some eh, is worse than this insecurity. And then you'll be like, how come? You know what I mean? This is the situation people are in. It's I mean, it's undescribable. One moment you are going to school as a child, the next minute your parents are packing whatever they can pack, everybody's running. You don't even have an idea what is going on. They are saying, oh, they are killing people, they are killing people. By the time everybody settled down, your life has changed. You can't go back to school. You don't even know when you're going to go back to school. In that process, you just find yourself in a new life. Millions of children are in this situation. So you have to ask yourself that those who have the capacity to stop them, and they have been openly called out for being compromised. How do they sleep at night? Somebody said they sleep so sound. Well, I don't think so. Let's go back to Oke-Ode, where everybody was living and still sharing their personal story or experience as they were living town. This is no longer about you coming together to defend yourselves. The military comes, they disarm you, forcefully try to take your guns away, and they will take some away. And then the terrorists will come. While this military that you are seeing in your area are expected to help you, they will say they have not received order from above. Then why were you there? What are you doing there? Were you not placed on an alert that something is happening and you should respond? No, they are waiting for. So that order will not come until the terrorists have slaughtered people, kidnapped some, and gone. The order will now come for them to install orderliness. So everybody who is trying to protest, who is trying to come together to want to do something, those are the ones the military will now arrest. They will arrest them as the troublemakers. And before you know it, they will present them or parade them before the media. And the media will run with it. You know? Oke-Ode.
Àwọn tẹ́ pa wá lókè-Ode lánàá, àwọn tẹ́ kú ọdẹ tó kú 15 ló kú, ọdẹ 15 tó jẹ́ alágbára, ìbọn tẹ́ kó wá, kìí ṣe irúgbọ̀n ìbọn àpò tiwa èrú ẹ̀kọ́, gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ó yẹ kékeré ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ìyà jẹ wá lókè-Ode, gbogbo olùtútù yẹn yẹn pápátá, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ títí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí sì ti wò rọ́kọ̀, ọdẹ 15 ló kú lánàá, kí tó di pé yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àná, níjẹta, ẹni tó fi jẹ olórí mẹ́tíálà, kí lórúkọ Fítọ̀ lórúkọ ẹ̀. Ó ti gba gbogbo gbọ́n, ó ti gba ìbọn tó ti kọ̀nẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀jọ́, ó gbà tọwọ́ wá, ó gba ọ̀gbọ́n náà dẹ, wọ́n wá sí Àjàṣẹ́, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tán kí tó di pọ́dé lánàá. After ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tán, àrí àròkọ́tà méjì kan, wọ́n kan pàrẹ́jì báyìí ni, wọ́n pàrẹ́jì tán ni wọ́n padà, ọdẹ 15 ló kú, lẹ́yìn ọdẹ 15 tó sì kú, wọ́n kó àwọn kan lọ.
Wọ́n tó jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn gbé lọ.
Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù, wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù o. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù ẹ̀wò àwọn èèyàn, àwọn skul gbogbo wọn. Ẹ wo aláyé ẹ̀wò àwọn èèyàn ló kó sínú ọkọ̀ yìí wọ́n ń lọ. Márúwá gbogbo ẹ̀ àti ṣe wàhálà. Àti táyà àti ṣe wàhálà ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn ti sákú òǹlù. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù o. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù ẹ̀wò àwọn èèyàn, àwọn skul gbogbo wọn. Ẹ wo aláyé ẹ̀wò àwọn èèyàn ló kó sínú ọkọ̀ yìí wọ́n ń lọ. Márúwá gbogbo ẹ̀ àti ṣe wàhálà. Àti táyà àti ṣe wàhálà ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn ti sákú òǹlù. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù. Wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù o.
Ọ̀nà náà sì tún lọ sí Òkè-Ọdẹ níbi tí a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti ṣe ìkọlù ní àárọ̀ àná yìí. Ojú ọ̀nà ni ó dá yìí. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ti ya sí ojú ọ̀nà ìlú náà, wọn ò jẹ́ kí ọkọ̀ kankan kí ó kọjá.
Àwọn tó ń kó lọ nìyí.
A sì tún rí ọkọ̀ bọ́ọ̀sì ńláńlá tó kó ẹrù àwọn ènìyàn, àwọn tó ń fi ìlú sílẹ̀ tó ń sá àsálà fún ẹ̀mí wọn látàrí ìkọlù àwọn agbébọn.
Àlàyé ọmọ yìí abẹ́ ìjọjọ́ wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ Falana ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe òun ní tiẹ̀ náà abẹ́ wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ Falana. Ẹ kúrò lókè-Ọdẹ.
Kí lorúkọ yín láti bo lẹ tí ń bọ̀ àti pé kí ló dé fi ń bọ̀ láti.
Àwọn bandits lọ wọlé níjẹta àtàná tó bẹ̀ sí pàwọn èèyàn wa lókè-Ọdẹ, òun ló gbé wa jáde dé Òkè-Ọdẹ láàárọ̀ yìí.
So ẹ ń fìlú sílẹ̀.
À ń fìlú sílẹ̀ ni o.
Ibo lẹ ń lọ.
À ń lọ lọ́rin etí lèkó.
So ẹ fẹ́ gbó ní ìlú Òkè-Ọdẹ mọ́.
Tí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rọrùn á padà wá, àmọ́ lọ́wọ́ ìyá ń lọ ni.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ máa ń fẹ́ lẹ́kùn sà. Ẹgbẹ́ tọmọ yìí. Ẹ sà, a ní Nigeria Navy, a ní Nigeria Air Force.
Àwa bẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yà àgbáyé, à ń pe ìjọba wọn àti ìdáwà lóhùn. Àwọn èèyàn wa ti pé wọn bí oṣù méjì ń sìn, a ti san 20 million, wọ́n tún ní ká gbé 20 million míì wá. Ní ìjẹta báyìí, àwọn ọmọ wa ìjẹrin, àwọn ọmọ wa méjì àrí wọn báyìí. Nínú gbọ́dọ̀ bòròró bóyá wọ́n pa ní àrí wọn láti ìjẹta, láti ìjẹrin láti wá wọn báyìí. Ó ti tó gbogbo ìgbà náà wá ń gbéyàn lẹ́lẹ́yìn bí owó là ń san. Ẹlẹ́yìn ìsanlú ìsìn, ó ti sú wa ọ. Abẹ́ ìjọba kẹ́ wá bá wa dá sí. Ẹ wá gbà wá ní o, ó ti sú wa o.
Ọlọ́run ọba dákun má kájú fún ọ̀rẹ́ lára wa. Gbogbo ìjọba Kwara lápapọ̀ ẹ dákun ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́, lọ́balọ́ba ni, nílóyè ni, ẹ̀yin baálẹ̀ ẹ parapọ̀ ẹ ṣe mítìnì ẹ lọ bá àwọn lọ́balọ́ba. Ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba ẹ lọ bá gọ́fúnà, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti kọjá ẹni tí a máa wò ní ojú eré. Bá a ti kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa, a dé Òkè-Ọdẹ. A ní ká lọ ṣàbẹ̀wò sí gbogbo ìlú tí wọ́n ti ń jiyàn gbé bíi Sàgbẹ̀, Alábẹ, Àrólà, ìgbà tá a dókè ọdẹ a fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá dí àwọn èèyàn lọ a fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá àwọn èèyàn lẹ́nu wò pé báwo ni ṣẹ́fọ̀kàbalẹ̀ ti wà láàrin ìlú wọn ní kò ṣẹ́fọ̀kàbalẹ̀ o pé àwọn ss tí gọ́fúnà rán wá gan pàápàá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti padà díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń rí nínú ta tún wá gbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹlòmíín ni pé wọ́n láwọn ológun ss tán kó wá yìí sọ pé àwọn ò lè wọnú igbó lọ bá àwọn ajínigbé wípé àwọn gọ́fúnà àwọn tó rán wọn wá wọn sọ pé káwọn wọnú igbó àti pé táwọn ẹni yìí kó dání ojú tàwọn lọ páwọn ò lè wọnú igbó ìrìn wọn ojú àárín inú òkè ọdẹ lọ ẹ dákun torí Ọlọ́run ìgbà tán gba baba ńlá tán gba alábẹ tán gba sàgbẹ ní àná alánà gbọ́ pé wọ́n tún wọ àrólà àtàlábẹ wọ́n tún pa àwọn èèyàn tún já àwọn èèyàn gbé ẹ dákun ọ̀rọ̀ yóò tí ì lójútùú ìjọba Kwara ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ àwa ní káwa wá ṣàbẹ̀wò sí i torí à ń tọ́ Kwara lọ́wọ́ ni adé òkè ọdẹ là ń fẹ́ràn ọ̀wọ́ àwọn èèyàn lẹ́nu wò àwa wá ní ká lọ wájú ká tiẹ̀ dé àrólà ká dé sàgbẹ̀ káwọn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
àwọn ẹgbẹ́ wa lókè-Ode lánàá.
Tiagasa, they Tiagasa, he fell, he fainted, he passed out. He passed out. How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be true.
It is an unfortunate situation, but when people begin to call on government, the government that allowed this to happen in the first place, the President Adewale, the African Wahala, thank you for that. Give me a sec. I'll put myself in the center. Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much for that acknowledgement as well. I try my best so that people can understand sometimes when they are, a psycho conditioning them, even when they feel like they are making independent, sort of like decisions when it comes to political happenings, actors, all of that. Yeah. So I try my best so everybody can relate. Niger is another state that shares border, I think, with Kwara in that same north central. Well, for the Yorubas in Kwara, the Ronokus are doing what they normally do best. Because according to the Ronokus, right, whatever happens, they must remain standing with Sifnumbu. You get that now? So some of their utterances a few years back and also on this issue, right? So you have one who said Nigerians are killing and kidnapping themselves and the government is supposed to stop them. What an irony of life, right? This one said that we will vote Tinubu over and over again. We'd rather die like flies than vote your primitive Igbo man. Another one was just to say, your people said they are Fulanis, and those that accepted to be Yoruba said religion first, before tribe. Ronus fight for those that has tribe as priority. So therefore, to an average Ronuku, what is going on in Oke-Ode, in Kwara State, is probably like a self-inflicted, because according to them, they don't believe that Yorubas in Kwara, that they are Yoruba enough. They consider them as those who are so closer to the Boros, the Fulanis, and therefore, meanwhile, Yorubas makes up the majority of the state, the Kwara state, so to say. However, the Ronokus now felt like, you see those who claim to be Yorubas, who speak Yorubas, but they will tell you that they are Fulanis. Others will be like, no, they are Muslims. So, and they are not, their religion comes first before any tribe or anything. So the Ronokus who are very good in trying to make sure that their classism, like the first class, second class, third class kind of hierarchy that they have developed for who is Yoruba and who is not really Yoruba. Here you get. So they are debating if it should be their issue to raise awareness on Kwara is bleeding. So in that regard, others have concluded that, you know what, these people barely claim that they are Yoruba. So what is our business with that? We cannot let people allow themselves to be used to remove Tifnumbu in 2027. So whatever happens, everybody must agree that we must stand with Tifnumbu.